less crowds in the water if we go to Lombok. So we went to Bali, and of course, like most Boules do, we went straight to Kuta. And it was interesting. We went into Sky Garden, and I said, hey, I feel like we have not really left Perth. Perth seemed to have followed us to Bali. So I wrote all about, it's one of my favorite chapters in the book. I wrote all about everything I experienced, from just locals asking me for transport to the offerings that I saw on the streets, the smell of the incense, and just such an amazing feeling. And after that visit, I spent some time in Lombok, and then the next time I came to Bali, I really experienced it. I went to Ubud, I went to Ubud, and that's when I realized, wow, this is just an amazing place. And from there, it was just continually going back and forth. I went to New Zealand, and I come back to Bali again. And then, 2 years ago, I came back. As soon as I got off that plane, those familiar smells and everything came back, and I was like, oh wow, okay, this is good. I'm happy, And luckily, I ended up getting the job as a surfing guide, and I had a long wait, I had about a 10-month wait before I was able to get my working Hitas visa. So during that time, a lot of soul searching, a lot of surfing. Again, I expressed in the video as well, a lot of patience, and just a lot of time just to think and to, make life choices and decide where I really want to be in life. But Bali to me it's been so special, and it's one of those things where I said it earlier as well, and I've said it a lot, but if and when the time comes where I actually have to get on a plane and leave Bali, it's going to be very emotional, because it's really meant a lot to me, and I've met some of the nicest people, and I've worked with some of the kindest people that I've ever worked with in my entire life.
Is that contributing much to your recovery?
I'm sorry?
Is that being in Bali considered like a big part of your healing?
Yes and no. That's a really good question. I think physically, I'm on the motorbike a lot. So I actually recently, because my knees, with the broken legs, I have serious damage with both of my knees. And I actually recently purchased an exercise bike, a stationary bike for my room. Because I'm not really walking as much as I should. The only real exercise I'm getting with my legs is my surfing. I do obviously do some walking down the beach or whatnot. But I think mentally it's done a lot for me. Because the time has gone by so quickly for me, but I appreciate it so much. And I have friends that come and go to Bali all the time. And just recently I had a friend go back to Australia. He's from South Africa. And he came here 4 months ago, and he just recently left last week. And I was like, oh yeah, he went and climbed, Mount Ranjani in Lombok. And then he came back, and he was hanging out in Bali with me, went to Balian, Madiwi. And I was like, wow, when did you actually first drive in Bali during this trip? And he said 4 months ago. I was like, 4 months, it feels like it was like a year ago. And the time is it's going by quickly for me, but like I said in the video as well, every day is very special. Every time I get on that bike, every time I go to a new destination and go for a surf, it's different. But it's always fun. I still love it, and I think I'll always love it.
Anyone else? We got maybe 3 more minutes.
Maybe one more question?
One more question?
Then I'd like to thank Tyler very much for being here with us tonight and screening your film. Etta and Oma Apik and everybody, all of you, and Minikino of course, so thanks a lot. And look, well, tomorrow and the day after we have the Obak Bali screening in Singaraja tomorrow, and of course 2 more days of Minikino, and then I'm looking forward to Minikino number 3 and Obak Bali number 9 next year. So, thanks.
Just announcement, tomorrow for us here in our venue will be, I don't know exactly, I know it's Probalinga. It's